Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Kate.
Hey.
So today we are going to talk about why clients want you to pitch them. I know that sometimes when we start talking about pitching, copywriters get a little nervous. They don't like the idea, scary. They don't like the idea of hopping into somebody's inbox, begging for work. And that is not at all what pitching is, or at least the way that we teach pitching. Now, last week, or last episode, I should say, we talked about why job bidding sites are a terrible way to go. And we started to kind of hint at the alternative. Today, we're going to talk about that alternative. We're going to talk about pitching clients, why clients want you to pitch them, and why it's a great interaction for both you and for the clients. So, I would actually like to begin with a little bit of a story, which actually involves Julie, who is our podcast editor, among many other wonderful things. So, about a year ago, maybe closer to like 9 or 10 months, I realized that I needed some help. I needed customer service help. I needed a Pinterest manager. I needed social media help. As it turns out, I needed a podcast editor. Julie is a jack of many trades. She's fantastic. But I needed all of those things, and I needed them at that moment. And the very next emotion I had after realizing that I needed all of these different people was overwhelm. And frankly, a little bit of annoyance. Yeah. Because now I had to go out and find these people. I was already busy enough that I needed to bring more people into the business. And now I was going to have to go do more work to actually go out and find these people and vet these people and research these people. And I am not alone in this. As any business owner can tell you, when they get to the point that they realize that they have an issue that needs to be solved, maybe they don't even get to the point where they realize they need to bring someone on staff, or they need to hire a freelancer, but they realize they have an issue that needs to be solved. The very first feeling is, oh my gosh, not one more thing. And it's the same thing when a marketing director is working with a company and a new project comes on and they have to bring on freelancers. Oh God, I have to go find freelancers. Or frankly too, when the marketing director or a creative director loses a copywriter or the creative person on staff, then it's, oh my God, now I have to fill this role again. The thing is that on our side of the table, we forget that it is not easy to fill our positions. It's not easy to find a copywriter. It's not easy to find someone to fill the needs that we have. So when I was in that role, if I had gotten an email from a Pinterest manager or a customer service person or anything along those lines who had offered me their services, told me a little bit about themselves, told me how they could benefit me as a business, if they had a decent looking website or anything like that proved that they were a professional, and if in their website, in their email, they had shown me that they had done research into who I am and offered me some ideas, I would have hired them in a hot second. Now, we have Julie, so it did work out all right in the end. But what I want you to take away from this is that when you are pitching clients, you're not begging for work. You are providing a possible solution. The thing is, clients want you to pitch them. They are dying to have an easy solution to their problems. When a client needs a copywriter, and even sometimes before they realize they need a copywriter, to have a copywriter magically appear in their inbox with a pitch that is researched, that is well written, that is enthusiastic, that is not salesy. That's not at all what we teach in our pitching process, but that also then provides value. It is, not only is it kind of a breath of fresh air because there are cruddy pitches out there, but it's welcomed. So when you think of pitching, I don't want you to think of either being salesy and trying to force yourself on people to force them to hire you, or on the other side of that coin, begging people for work, because that's not at all what we're doing. What we're doing when we pitch is we are providing ourselves as the perfect solution to their copy problem.
And we're saving them time, which, as everyone knows, you know how valuable your time is. It's the same for anyone, whether they're a small business owner, especially. They're wearing all of the hats. They don't have time left in their day for something that they need, or maybe that they're doing. And I've gotten this habit myself where you're just go, and you don't have time in your day to go find someone who can fill a need that you have. You know you have that need. You just don't have the space. You can't stop what you're doing, but you need to fill it. And you're in that space of, okay, what do I do? There's literally no time to find someone, so I'm just going to keep on doing it because I have to. Mm-hmm. And I think the great thing for us as freelancers is that we have this control where we can pitch the folks that we want to pitch, as in contrast to the Upworks and the Fiverr. You're the one going out and deciding which businesses you want to pitch that you feel like you'd either A, want to work with, or B, you see an opportunity. Emails come in your inbox and you say, oh, maybe this email didn't have a clear call to action and they have a real opportunity here to improve this email. Let me pitch them on some ideas I have that could improve their email marketing. A lot of our students too think, well, this brand has really great copy. Like, what do I have to offer? Like, they couldn't possibly need me because they've got the world's most awesome copywriter right now. Like, look at how great this is and how fun, or whatever it is. But often these companies, so many of the clients I work with, they also have other freelance copywriters, because sometimes I want to take a vacation. It doesn't often happen, but when I can, vacation, or if I get sick, or if I just don't want to take on a project, they need backup. So they're going to have a list of people that they can turn to that they know are good and reliable. And for folks that maybe have an on-staff team, I've been on staff and we've hired agencies and freelancers because there's so much work to do that one person or two people or even five people can't do it, and they need additional support. So there's so much opportunity there so one, don't make the assumption that they don't need a copywriter, but two, versus an Upwork or a Fiverr, you're able to pick what you're interested in and not, kind of wait for it to fall in your lap. You are in control of your career and therefore your income as well. Mm-hmm. We've talked about being part-time or full-time or side hustle, and that's the beauty of this. If you need to kind of slow down, which when I try to take those rare vacations, I start turning down some projects so I can have that time off, and then you kind of pick back up with your pitching. But that's the nice thing. You can control those moments of when you're taking on more or less, or you need a little maybe income boost because you just bought a car and want to pay it off right away, or whatever it is.
Yeah, we talked on the last episode about how the ratio for a freelancer on Upwork or freelancer or Fiverr, I know this is really bad because it's one project and any number of different people bidding for that project.
I love your Bachelor analogy for this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's like being on that TV show, The Bachelor. If you are The Bachelor, you have a really great situation going. It's one guy and 25 beautiful women. But if you're one of those beautiful women, it's you against 24 others. The ratio is crummy. So what we want to do is flip you from being in the role of one of the 25 women, or 25 men if we're watching The Bachelorette, you know what I'm saying here, flip you from being one of the many competing for one job to the other side of it, so that it's one you and any number of opportunities. We've talked in previous episodes about how monumental and mind-blowing the opportunities really are, like how many potential companies there are out there to pitch. Thanks for watching. Make sure you don't miss any tips, tools, or tactics for copywriters by clicking subscribe right now. And of course, you can always find us over at filthyricwriter.com. We'll see you next time.